the 2023 BMW M340i LCI. It's gotten a lot better, and most importantly, you don't have to buy replica M mirrors anymore. So, let's talk about this beauty. The BMW 3 Series is the bread and butter of BMW. They sell so many of these vehicles. They're popular, they're great day-to-day cars. For 2023, this has received a facelift. Outside and inside, we have new screens, new added features, and most importantly on the outside now is a bit more aggressive and sporty in comparison to the 2022 model. So if you are planning to purchase one, I should say, well, wait a bit because this thing is pretty good. Front end, as you can see, if you know the M340i, this is more aggressive. Let's start first with the headlights. Absolutely love this design. I love this kind of like a hockey stick style. Both sides, we have the daylight running lights, and then at the bottom, a bit more aggressive design. We have this glossy black underneath the actual bumper across with the lip. And then if you look carefully on the side over here, there is this air vent for aerodynamic purposes. But then if you get closer into the middle, we have this massive air vents underneath the grille, as you can see. In fact, you can fit my phone in there. These are for braking because you see, this is not just a day-to-day car. This is a performance vehicle. So if you want to take it around the track, this can take that. Move on to the center grille, the kidney grille that you guys love talking about it. But guess what? If you don't like the M3 grille, this thing, it's a bit better for some people. For me, I don't really care. I love the new M3. In fact, I like even this one. This is more aggressive, glossy finish, blacked out, and most important, we have these flaps inside that open up to get more air into that beautiful B58 engine. And most importantly, if you look carefully, we got the 50th anniversary badge at the top. And guess what? It doesn't have it just at the front, we have it at the back, and most importantly, the wheels as well. Bottom part here, we have a more aggressive look, blacked out area. I love how this thing feels like it's gone to the gym and more aggressive, more bulky, but yet sporty at the same time. Moving on to the side profile, most importantly, as you can see, different design wheels. These are 19-inch, and guess what? They come with summer tires. We're in November right now, and it's almost -6 out there, and guess what? Because it's all-wheel drive, this thing is actually pretty good. These are the Pilot Sport 4S, and they're staggered. They're 19-inch. You can also opt out for the 18-inch wheels. In terms of braking system, these have better brake pads for this generation. Overall, the braking components have been upgraded to make this a bit more aggressive on the roads, and most importantly, now we have these beautiful red painted caliper with the M logo on the side. And if you look carefully over here, we still get that M badge on this side. It's kind of like the little brother of the BMW M3. Let's talk about my favorite part about this car, the mirrors. Finally, you don't have to go online and purchase these for an arm and a leg to try to make it look like an M3 because BMW has done that for you. More aggressive look. It's very similar to the M240i. I know I've said this before that I don't like that BMW is adding these to their models because they're technically for the full M cars, but some of them I do like it. And this one, I think it's a good add-on because it does have an M package anyway, so it's debatable. I don't like it everywhere, but I don't mind it in this one. I like that aggressive look, and it actually fits with the car. Moving on to the back side, again, new facelift, even the rear end received that. We got this massive diffuser, glossy finish, and I'm sure someone is probably designing a carbon fiber version of that. We have these square looking exhaust tips, but it's actually the tip itself because the exhaust system, it's just skinnier on the inside, just to give it that sporty design. Then we have the badge over here, the 50th anniversary, which you get with the M340i. Unfortunately, I didn't get it with my M3. Sorry, just got a bit emotional there. Yes, where was I? Oh, the little lip at the top, as you see on the trunk, it blacked out because for this year. And then you have the M340i badge on this side. Please don't black this out, because I've seen some people do that. It's silly, it's stupid. When you jump inside, this thing has a few added things in comparison to the 2022 model. Like, for example, we have this massive curved display, 13-inch on one side. This is the biggest I have seen for the Apple CarPlay that I use quite a lot. We have a cluster in the center, which it is digital. It is very, very different to the outgoing one because that one had a split screens. So you had the cluster in the center, and then you'll have the infotainment on the side. It is touchscreen, and good thing is that they have kept that knob in the center that you can control the infotainment display, which I absolutely love about this car because it just doesn't leave a lot of fingerprints into the screen, so you can use that unit there, which I also have on my own M3. The center area here, of course, it is redesigned in some ways. For example, the shift knob is gone. I don't know who complained about the bloody shift knob. Like, there's no need for this. I understand that they're trying to make them similar with other models, but it's this little thing here that you need to get used to with time. It's not hard, but I'm not the biggest fan. I think there's no need to change that. Proper shift knob was great. I love that handle, and I love the one that I have in my own car too, where it's easy to use. You go into reverse, and you can go reverse by going left and up, which I absolutely love. And you have a button here for stop. Other than that, the rest of it seems very familiar. You have this trim finish that looks like carbon fiber, but it's not. Same thing with the dashboard. The climate unit buttons have gone, long gone. Now you have a few here, mostly for defrosting the front windshield. On the rear sides, we have the hazard light as well, and you have the seeker for the radio volume. You can turn off the screen. The screens are massive, and the good thing is that they're touchscreen, and you can also use this thing over here, but it's pretty huge and it looks very different. It's something that I saw even in the BMW iX, which I had before this model. It's very easy to use. The icons are massive. There's a lot of options in here that you can play around, including the driving settings as well, exterior lighting, the vehicle status, interior lighting as well. The 360 camera is impressive. Something you also had in the previous model. There's a lot of options that you can play around with this. The wireless Apple CarPlay is fantastic because it shows fully into the screen, and it has that ticking noise when you tap in the icons. It also has this clock that actually says the time. Right now it says it is 1:30, so that you can read your time. That's pretty cool. You can add different widgets, of course. That has weather, a lot of good things, something that you find in other BMW cars. And then move on to the cluster. The cluster is interesting because, again, it's very similar to the infotainment, just smaller screen in here. The layout is a little bit similar to the 2022 model. The difference is that now is a full digital square looking curved display. There's a lot of settings that you can play around, change the content, change the layout as well. Then you have a heads-up display which has more information as well. There's a lot of things that you can play around here. You can see the RPM, the speed on the left side. I keep it in this current one layout that I have it, which kind of looks like a crab hand kind of thing, or maybe similar to the daylight running lights. Other than that, very standard. You've seen this probably in other electric vehicles. The i4 M50 had similar design as well, the iX. So BMW is kind of like moving forward with this design for their new models. The great thing is that this thing still has the delicious and absolutely amazing B58. Sport traction, sport transmission, brake all the way, gas all the way, launch control active. Oh, the way this thing takes off. Fantastic. And I'm on summer tires. That's even crazier. It's -3 today or so, -2.5 actually, on summer tires. That is XDrive, baby. I'm just gonna put it on just in case, because you just never know. I might go a little bit crazy once in a while. 3-liter inline 6 twin power, 48-volt mild hybrid for better fuel efficiency, and most importantly, better turbo lag. So it eliminates that turbo lag. This thing makes 382 horsepower. And if you don't know about the B58, well, ask Toyota. They used one. This car is unbeatable. Amazing car overall, look-wise. You're talking about the interior. Yes, new screens. Some people are not gonna like that. I don't really care. You get used to it with time. Everything that you're not used to with time becomes normal. Pricing is still fantastic. You can't beat BMW in a sedan, affordable performance luxury sedan. Now I'm gonna be careful with that affordable. I mean affordable for what it offers, because it's not the least expensive car out there. It starts at about $72,000, $73,000 in Canada. Fully loaded, you're looking about 82 maximum, depends what you add. The price should be, for this one specifically, in the video for US and Canada. The exterior, they did what they needed to do because the previous model, they had to sort of upgrade that fascia and get a better front end, better rear end, make it a bit more aggressive. The tech features are there. It has M adaptive suspension system. It has M brakes in blue with the M logo. These are in red. You got 19-inch wheels. It's an XDrive, 8-speed ZF that does not disappoint whatsoever. It's perfect in many ways. It's the perfect car for day-to-day. Amazing fuel efficiency now with that 48 volts. Although I do drive like a maniac all the time, but I've got about 12 to 13 liters per 100 kilometers, which is actually not that bad. The MPG should be there as well. It's spacious. I'm 6'2". This thing is perfect for me. It's not too roomy, but yet it's not extremely big, but it's just good enough in my books. It's just perfect for day to day. You can take it around the track. You can have a lot of fun. It's comfortable. You put it into comfort mode and enjoy the adaptive suspension system, adaptive shocks that will change basically the ride quality so you can get the most comfortable ride. And let's just say you have a Taycan behind you that is eager to drive in this one lane. You just put it in Sport Plus and you put your foot down. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's M-Power, baby. It's just as simple as that. That's what this car is all about. It's your day-to-day, have fun every day. That's it. And go to work. Don't have to worry about snow. You don't have to worry about
Bye, have a great
anything.
time.
There you go. The Taycan just passed me. The Taycan, I love these. And you know what? If I hadn't bought my M3, I was really debating for one of these because it's such a good deal. This thing smokes everything out there. And if you know engines, you know that B58, it's the best. You can make so much horsepower of this thing. You can break records. You can break 0 to 60. You can do so much. And being an all-wheel drive, it's still a lot of fun. Don't forget, with traction off, this has a happy tilt. So it becomes a bit more of a rear-wheel drive. So it's still there. The biggest disadvantage in my book for someone that can afford an M3 is the fact that the new M3 now is an XDrive. So if you're looking for an M3 XDrive, now you have it. Before that, this was almost as fast as the M3. With a bit of tune, you can get it faster if that's what you're concerned of. But the comfort level of this car, in my books, just beats everything out there. The look as well, the inline 6, it's the best. Can't beat it. You just can't beat this car. BMW wins this war. You can discuss, you can argue as much as you want. This is the best. I've had it for a week now and I love it. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't pick it over the M3, but the one that I have, but it's still a great car. And guess what? If you don't want this, you can go and buy a used one too. There's the 2022 models that are going for like 65 right now, 60,000 with low kilometers. It's an unbeatable deal. I like it. I actually love it. Don't like it. I love it.